Alright, welcome everybody. New project today. Got another ISoldering kit. It's a Tesla coil. I saw that and saw many lightning bolts and I thought, well, I need to check those out. So I got that, got our coil with I think that's the real important part from what I remember from high school chemistry physics classes. Got a variety of doodads and gizmos and who's-its and what's-its. PCB. Of course, instructions. This one looks a little more complicated than the ones I've been doing. Got a few more pieces and bigger boys and everything, so I'm gonna take a minute to look over the instructions and really do a good inventory, and then I'll be back and we will get rolling on this thing. Okay, here we go. Got everything laid out. It does come with a speaker wire connection. I don't have a speaker that'll work with, so we won't be using that. And this LED is evidently for after it's built to show the electric field. It'll light up next to the Tesla coil. So I set that aside for later. But everything else is going to go into the construction. I'm a little worried about this bit, but that's later on into the build. But now, let's get into this proper. So starting off with these 4 resistors. All this other stuff sort of off to the side, so I've got room to operate. And we got 2K resistor and the 10K resistor. Red, black, black, brown, brown is the 2K, so that's red, black, black, brown, brown. So that's 2K, so this will be the 10K, which is brown, black, black, red, brown. So brown, black, black, red, brown, so that way. Okay, and we're going in. Where do these go? Oh, there are, usually, as always, labeled on the board where they go. So yeah, say 2K, 10K, 2K, 10K. And guess we're ready to get cracking. This one, let's see, I done forgot. Red, black, black, brown, brown. Okay, so it's 2K. This one also comes with, when I bought this one, it runs about $10. It's not unreasonable. I don't think. It does require buying a power source for it, which I think is another $8 or $9 through their store. So it's once again not unreasonable. Snug down a little bit. There you go. And I just went ahead and picked that up while I was going, so I wouldn't, if you've got the proper power source, it's not required to buy one of theirs, but I didn't have one handy, so I just decided I checked all mine and none of them matched up to the whoa, come back here. The right voltage and ground setup, so I just went ahead and ordered one of theirs. So let's get my solder out and rolling here. Let's see if I can do a better job starting off than I did on that last one. It was slow. Get you up to the side. Go into the hole. Okay. From up here that one looks better. Alright. Look at that one. I think it seems to be good connections on it. That was 2K and, oh yeah, there's the other one. It's over. And 2K. Okay. Coming back to me a little quicker this time, I think. Looks focus on it. I don't know if it will or not. Too much other stuff going on here. Yeah, looks like good to me. I do have some more. These are new snips, but I've got some more better new ones coming. I hope they're better anyway. Let's see here. So I don't poke myself in the eye. I'm doing this other stuff. Okay. Now, over to the 10K. Double check myself. So it's brown, black, black, red, brown. Brown, black, black, red, brown. Everything does appear to be correct. Nice and snug. Let's see if I can. I missed. Yep, missing again. Huh? I tried to swap hands and that didn't work, so I go back to the original. Okay, that's better. I think I leaned a little more on that other one. That looks a little. It looked a little light before that. That looks better to me. Now, continue. These, oh yeah, these do not have a polarity on them, so it doesn't matter which way they're facing, evidently. I hope. We'll get some of them later and they will. Okay, that was much more cooperative. As was that one. Definitely found which hand I need to be holding to use this stuff. Okay. Have them shoot everywhere as I'm putting them off now. We got those four in place. Now we'll do this one, this one, and that one. Let's see if I can put you. Try to find a better place for my solder where I'm not in my own way, maybe. And I'll do this one last because it's the tallest. I think that's going to be the most. I think I can work with that, but it'll be the most. I think I may just grab a bowl actually. It's wide enough. Yeah, that should be. And hopefully that'll be stable enough for me to maneuver it around. Okay, so start with C1. So we're supposed to do. Okay, supposed to do the big one first according to that, and the long one is the positive. That goes into, it's marked right there, positive. And there, and there, and Okay. Of course, the glare of my light's right into that. Looks, appears I got in there without. Yeah, I was a little worried about those crossing, but it looks like there's a little space in between them. So that's good. Yeah, let's do them all before I clip them, maybe. And you go on C2, which is right here. All right. There we go. Actually got it. I think it was actually showing on screen when I did that without the glare right in the middle of it. That looks looking good. And this goes to fan, which is right here. And that one is not holding itself in like the other ones have, so that's going. Okay, the picture had them all going facing that way with the long, so I'm pretty sure the long side goes in. See if I can get a little twist on that. Nope. Okay, so on the edge of the bowl, holding it in place, and hopefully I won't knock it off in the process. All right. I think it's worked. Okay, so let's take off a couple of these wires. And that's some pretty thick boys, so I'm not going to try and cut them. I think I'm going to let them live their life as is. Now, over here, to LEDs. It's a red and a blue. And just like before, the longer lead is the positive lead. So red and blue in the corner there, so red, positive towards the top. Now, I think I'll just try and do them both at the same time. Positive. Okay. Side first. cord tangled up here, so I'm trying to do it without setting it down. Yeah, look. Get a nice flow going, I hope. I think I see a gap on this one, so I'm going to hit it again. Okay. We're in good shape there. Now, power socket and our headphone jack. I don't know that I've ever seen one of these uninstalled, so that's interesting to me to see the, just pretty simple spring-loaded contact mechanism inside there. But, so, DC and audio. 3. Yep. Go barrel jack there. Untangle my cord before I pick it back up again now. Alright, should be good to go now. Let's try the closest one I've got. Okay, I think I need a little see a gap on this bottom one here. The top other two look good. This one. Probably still okay, but I feel better not seeing holes in it. Okay. And then our audio. I'm mad around here. Okay, well, oh, I'm back in that glare now. Yes, does this one now. So we're good on that. Really not pretty, but I think effective. Okay. Now, take our resistors there. You can't hardly read it, but that one is labeled just like this one is. I'll get these guys back a little more clearly. It was going to show up on camera, but there it goes. So it matters which one's which, and these go onto our heatsink. We'll just go in like so. Just drop the screw in and okay. Get a better screwdriver. Maybe use a little screwdriver to start. Don't pick up extra stuff to put in the middle there. Okay. Straight down. Okay, there it goes. Nice and firm, but I don't think over tight. Okay. Now, these guys go. Like I said, they're labeled on the board as well, like all this stuff's been. So this one is BD243C, BD243. They even got the outline of our heatsink for us in place. You're going to be here. And get you going. Definitely get enough on here. Oh, we got a gap in here. Oh. And this one too. Okay. Okay, get some all. Check it. Yeah, I think we got good solid. No, still see a gap in that middle one there. extra solder, but it doesn't look like they're crossing over. So get them not straight. Okay, but now they are. Okay, heat sink's installed. Now, part I'm interested in finding about, this is where we're supposed to wrap our Tesla coil. So leave a little run out. And it says, and it seems it's not supposed to actually be touching the Tesla coil once you get it installed. So maybe it's requiring some maneuvering, but it looks like it actually springs back to that looks like about the right gap. I'm trying to think. It says 1/2 centimeter, so 1/4 centimeter on each side. So yeah, that should be pretty close. So we can bring it down together. So we got them. All right, then we got our side. We got our lead wires going over the top and the bottom. I hope it doesn't matter which one's bottom and which one's top, because I'm not sure. I haven't seen any notes or anything, so I think it's all just you pick the bottom, you pick the top. So let's get in there and grab those. Out. Out. And it says we're supposed to burn the paint off of it, but I do not see any paint on there. I'll hit it with my iron, make sure about. I don't think there's any paint on there. Otherwise it'd been burned off by now. Finger. Yeah, I don't see nothing going away from it. I don't think there's paint on there. We may find out the hard way that I'm wrong. Okay, so now we're supposed to fix one end to the double side tape and solder the bottom wire to the BCB. So I'm going to name you the bottom. Connection. And you here, and that's where we're running it through to solder it with too. So run it out this direction. Pressure. All right. That. And Okay, evidently we're not taking the, just leaving this lead wire back in here. Okay. I'm not going to use that one. It's back inside the PVC. Okay, back in there. Not actually touching anything other than the pipe. Okay. Now, okay, so our black wire goes here and here. Oh, don't, maybe. I was thinking maybe this is what was supposed to take the, they was talking about taking the paint off of it. That might have been insulation. I've got a tool for this. Let's see, I don't want to go too crazy. Let's take it. It's a really short cut. That's the shortest cut I can do on there. I love this wire stripper. And when Adam Savage's, I think it was tested, I think it was one of his favorite tools of the year one year, a few years back. Okay. So. I think it shows the top one going in here and the bottom one going in there, but I'm not sure. I don't think it really makes a difference. Just the so over you. In there, okay. Supposed to be pretty, like I said, pretty close, but not touching. So I think I'm going to have to anchor one side and then destroy everything. And adjust the other one accordingly. Okay. And then it fell out. Okay. This is going to be the tricky part, looks like. I need to do it sideways. Okay, I think that would be thrilling for y'all, but I think I can make this work now. Okay, nice. Here it ends, so let's put you into that one. Okay, they're not cooperating. Bend on it there to hold it in place. Should have thought of that earlier. thing adjusted where it doesn't actually touch the coil. Okay, I think not sure about that. Okay. Okay, I think I've got clearance all the way around now if I don't break it in the next few seconds. Okay. Now, standoffs. Where are we going? They go in. Okay, so these should just be lock them in. Screw them in from the other side. Okay, I do need to take those off too. Thought that might make it. It's not gonna. Two of them on that one, I think. Okay, got all three. I think I got good ground. Yeah, nothing rocking and rolling on there. And still not actually touching. A little bit, I think, here. Okay, I think. Okay, not actually touching anywhere, so good. Let me pull this. I need to unplug my soldering irons because it's time to get out the old power supply. So let me go grab that and I'll set it up and I'll be right back and we'll see how this thing goes. Okay, moment of truth. Got my power cord here, so I guess it'll be more effective to plug it into the side with power. Let's see. Okay. I see something going on up there. Got smoke. Okay, so that's working. Okay. There are no sparks. Please try touching the wire with tweezers to stimulate the spark. Okay. I'm assuming they meant plastic tweezers, and I don't have any of those. I've got a paintbrush, though. Okay. You say we know there's juice going through there. Alright. I'm fairly pleased with that trick. Where's it's not get brighter through there. I'll dim this down a little bit more for y'all. Okay, so of course the closer you get the brighter it is. Definitely got some odors emanating here. Okay. I'm getting a blue LED. Not sure if I'm supposed to or not. You'd think since I've installed it, they would want us to do something with it. Let me take a moment, look over the instructions again, and see if I can do some troubleshooting. So, unplug you out, and be right back. Okay, now I see you may not show up on camera, that wire is supposed to be out, not in, on the inside thing, so let's pull you back out. Oh, yeah, it did. That's what I was smelling melting. It was trying to arc back to the wire. Okay. Not sure. Okay. Okay, there we go. So get you out of there. Now we should have some fun. That blue was on momentarily there. Okay. Hang on, it's I'll get them back down. Okay, where I've done now is not okay, so maybe I'm too far away. I've lost this. I'm touching somewhere on. Oh. Okay. Nothing there. Yeah, totally lost my juice for my light now. That's nothing nowhere on that. Okay, let me take another troubleshooting break and I'll see what we can see on this one. Be right back. Okay, I think that where I originally had the wire down in the PVC, it might have got contaminated on the tip. So I took a little bit off the end to get it nice and clean. Here feels like there's nothing on there now. Sort of position it close to the wiring. Got my light bulb ready to go. So let's see. Get anything on this one. Do I have any juice? Okay. Nothing. See that? The fact that I've lost my light bulb light is sort of disappointing, because I was impressed by that. Okay, let me unplug you again. Those are getting warm. They're not hot yet. Definitely sinking some heat. Go through again, make sure I got all my connections in place. One. Use this with a magnifying glass. Yeah, I might need a little more there. It looks like it's good. I think that's all my connections there. I don't see any gaps or non-connected bits. Power supply, these three look good. Yeah, I'm really confused about the fact that I was getting my little light to light up. Now I'm not. Of course, that maybe. Where am I? It's a little vague, but still, I've got it set up. Okay, they have it put straight up here. Can't imagine that's going to be any better, but let's find out. Make sure. I'm still not really clear what the deal is on the LEDs. Yeah, I might be a little contacting over here. Hang on, let's see. Maybe that was my problem. The wire had worked its way in. Okay, I think I've got clearance everywhere now. The part I don't understand is I didn't do anything other than pull the wire out the top. This should still be functioning. No, my blues never lit up at all. What is that? What circuits are on the blues? Let's see, so that's blue. So the red and the blue are connected. Blue's connected here. There, looks good. That one, that's maybe a little bit more right there, but it doesn't. Okay. I'm going to put a little more solder on that connection. Again, solder our back in. Warming up. And then maybe, I said maybe this one here too, so do a little more on it as well. I don't really believe it. I just hit all the ones that blue's connected to, since it's actually not been lighting up. Looks good though. Okay. Let's see. Back on. Okay. Still got good clearance on our wire there. Still got no blue LED. Got nothing on this either. It's gotta be a bad connection somewhere in here, or a short circuit or something, but for the life of me I do not see it. Focus in on that stuff, maybe. Not. doesn't know what I'm trying to focus on. Okay, I do not see. No shorts. No, that's just reflection. Thought I saw a gap, but I didn't. I am stumped. So maybe it's a little more space around it. I'm not. Like it's. Okay, definitely not touching anywhere there. Yep, zero contact all the way around. Okay, I'm going to give it one more go, and then I'm just going to call it a day with what was a success, and it went away. Okay, so only other thing I know to do, put it back in there like we had it when it was working. And then, you know, see, oh, that might be it. I see, I had noticed that it did burn in there. It was, I might have short-circuited, I might have broken it. That would make sense. Okay, yeah, I bet that's what it is. I've probably burned through the plastic too, and it's got a short inside our actual Tesla coil. That would be my guess. I did not notice that earlier. So, definitely my fault. I wouldn't put it past me to pick another one of these up to experiment with. I won't build another one on here, but I think that was all my fault on that. I'm 99% confident that's what the problem is. Let's see. It just depends on how deep that burn is, and it was, like I said, I was getting a pretty good whiff of the PVC melting earlier, so I bet that's what it is. I've short-circuited this thing. Okay, I think that mystery is solved now. Sorry for the anticlimactic ending, but that's why we do these things, to learn from and hopefully get it right next time. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, everybody. If you sort of dig this thing, even though I failed, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. See you in a couple of weeks.